A week ago, Nio announced a Power Day event which is set to take place today. On this day, we read that Nio will be showcasing its products and also a layout plan relating to energy replenishment. After the announcement of this Power Day event, we saw the Nio stock going up, or it went up by over 9%, which brought a lot of excitement to the new investors, as this shows the kind of positive news this was to the entire Nio stock. Now, this Nio Day has already taken place in China today, and I must say that there are big news that were announced today during that event, which is the reason why I decided to do this video, to just unpack this kind of news, as I believe that they will continue driving this stock to the moon, and they will continue attracting more investors into coming and invest to the Nio stock. So please do watch this video until the end, because I definitely think that at the end of this video you will be motivated to even add more positions onto this Nio stock. Otherwise, please know that I'm not a professional financial advisor. If you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Now today, guys, or on today's event, Nio announced that by 2025, or by the end of 2025, they would have built over 4,000 battery swap stations, which is absolutely amazing, as you remember that these swap stations are the ones that are going to stand out. As you know that all these other EV cars or all these other EV companies, they are charging their batteries, or they charge their batteries. They don't offer this battery as a service that Nio offers, which entails Nio clients going to swap stations to change their batteries in their cars, which is absolutely amazing. So by the end of 2025, Nio indicated that they would have built over 4,000 battery swap stations, which, like I said, it's amazing. Now, another thing that we read, or another thing that Nio just announced on today's event, is the fact that they will be deploying 2 swap stations to Norway by the end of the third quarter, which is absolutely amazing. As you know that this will be the very first 2 substations that Nio deploy outside of China, which is something that brings a lot of excitement, because we are going to finally be seeing Nio deploying these substations for the very first time outside of China, which ought to bring joy to the new investors, as this just shows that whatever Nio is implementing in China is the exact same thing that we will be seeing Nio implementing even on the countries that are outside of China, which ought to bring excitement and joy to the new investors and encourage them, or encourage us to buy this stock, because this just simply means that these services that Nio is offering in China is the exact same services that they are planning to also offer in the countries that are outside of China, which must encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock. Now, as I've said, Nio indicated or announced that by the end of 2025 they would have over 4,000 battery swap stations. But if you all remember the target that Nio had set for themselves for this year 2021, you remember that they indicated that they would have at least 500 battery swap stations by the end of the year. Now today, guys, Nio announced something new that blew our minds, and that is they indicated that by the end of this year they would have deployed over 700 battery swap stations, which is something that is truly amazing, and that ought to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock, because they are able to surpass that initial 500 battery swap stations that they set for themselves, which is something that is truly amazing and which ought to encourage you, because then it simply means that Nio will deploy more battery swap stations this year than they initially anticipated, which is a very good thing. Now it means that China, instead of having the 500 battery swap stations that Nio had anticipated, they are now going to have approximately 700 swap stations, which is a very good thing. Now Nio indicated that between the year 2022 to 2025 they will be adding approximately 600 swap stations every year, which by 2025 they plan to have over 1,000 battery swap stations outside of China, which is something that is truly amazing, because this just definitely means that these swap stations that we see in China at the moment, they will be 1,000 more of the same swap stations that are in China outside of China, and I definitely believe that majority of those will be seeing them in Europe, as Europe is a place where Nio, or Europe is the first destination outside of China that Nio is establishing itself. So this is a very good thing, which ought to also attract you into staying long into this stock, as it is set to do very well because of this announcement. Now, besides this, now Nio is said to have a very good second half of 2021, and this is also supported by an analyst from Mizuho Securities. Now, this analyst from Mizuho Securities believe that Nio's sales of the international market, meaning that from the countries that are outside of China, will constitute 25 to 30% of their sales, which is also something that ought to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock, because this just definitely means that not only will Nio be doing good in China, we might see Nio also doing good outside of China, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you to stay long into this Nio stock. And I must say that I do agree with what he's saying, especially looking at the fact that the issue that was impacting this EV sector is now at ease, and that is the issue of the semiconductors. Now, with the semiconductors at ease, I mean, we saw already the results with Nio. They delivered over 8,000 EV vehicles for the month of June, which is something that is truly amazing and shows you that indeed we might be seeing Nio doing way better in terms of their deliveries, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to also encourage you to stay long into this stock, or to come and start investing in this stock, because we might see, or this second half might be the best second half ever since Nio was first established. I definitely think that we might see Nio end of year delivering a total of over 91,000 EV vehicles, which is something that I definitely think that it is possible with this Nio stock. Otherwise, just yesterday, another news that came through is that Nio was awarded an ISO 9001 certification in Shanghai yesterday, which is something that also shows you the kind of quality that this company is producing, because you would know that for you to get such certification, you would have to have a quality management, or a good quality management system in your firm or company, which just shows you the kind of good work that this Nio stock is doing. And this certification, Nio is one of the few companies in China that have received this certification, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to encourage you, because like I said, you don't just get this certification, but you need to meet certain requirements. You need to have proper quality management systems in place in order for you to qualify to get this ISO certification, which is something that is truly amazing for Nio to be getting such a certification. Now, as I've said, or if you watch my previous video, I did indicate that it looks like Nio will be establishing, or the next destination that Nio plans to establish itself in Europe, it's in Germany. So, well, I think that that might be true, as there's already a position or a vacant post that was listed in Germany for the general manager, which is something that is a good hint and ought to tell you that we might be seeing Nio establishing or starting to sell their services in Germany, which is absolutely amazing. And you will know that Germany now is one of the areas or the place in Europe that has very strong competitors. I mean, you will know of the big competitors like Volkswagen and all the others. If they manage to crack that one down, or if they manage to start finding customers even there in Germany, then that simply means that it will be a green light for them, because if they are able to compete with those big cars or these big car manufacturers there in Germany, then it simply means that they can, or we can see them doing well almost anywhere where they go. So now, yes, as I've said, this position that Nio as posted, it was posted I think early this week, and Nio already indicated, or we've seen that there are already 170 applicants that have already applied for the job in Germany, which is something that has to open up your eyes to say, indeed, we will see Nio establishing themselves in Germany, which is a very good thing. So as I've said, these were some of the good news which were announced during the Power Day event which took place today, which I believe will continue driving this Nio stock higher, will continue attracting more investors into coming and invest into this Nio stock. So please do not be left behind and not partake into either adding your positions into this stock or buying this stock, as it is said to do very well. And I still maintain my price prediction by the end of the year of saying Nio, I see Nio getting to over $80 per share or per stock by the end of 2021, which I'm still sticking on that price prediction, because I just definitely think that they will do absolutely well in this second half. They will recover even those small losses that they encountered in the first half of this year due to the shortage of semiconductors and also due to the rapid rise of interest. So please go out there otherwise and do your own due diligence and check if you could add more positions into this stock, or if you can come and buy this Nio stock, because I can tell you for sure this is my favorite stock of all time, and I've said it so many times to say that I believe in where this stock is going. And should you wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me which stock must you consider, or which stock must you go and buy, this will be the stock that I will just shout without even thinking twice, because I believe in their business model, I believe in what they do and in where they are going. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button. If you are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.